everybody, Beyond Drew TV here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another episode of Rockridge County. So today we're going to go ahead and move away from the farms just a little bit. Actually after the last episode, after I got done recording and seeing some of the footage as I was recording over it, I actually jumped back in game for probably another hour or two and did some more farms. Yeah, I thought I was going to swear off farms and farm building for a long time, probably until like a farm DLC comes out or something. But nope, I went right back in and made some more farms. I actually found a really cool thing with the dev tools where you can turn off the basically if the game tells you no, you can't build that, it's too long, or you're outside of your build zone or whatever, you can turn off that in the developer tool. So I started making gigantic farms that actually work. Built them outside of the radius, outside of the little circle, and yeah, you can kind of see them in the footage there. Just started building huge farms that employ I think one of them employed almost like 900 people, another one employed like 650 people. It still works in game outside of the circle. So if you have the developer tools, I think if you go under simulation or gameplay, there's a little tick where it's like build outside of required zone or something like that. But anyways, yeah, if you tick that, you can build roads where it says no, you can't build roads, and apparently you can build farms as big as you want to. So bam, there you go. Anyways, enough about farms. I don't want to do farms anymore. Welcome to today's episode, where today we're taking a little bit of a turn. We're still in the rural part of our county, but we're going to start to turn into the kind of Northwoods vibe of this of the county here. So yeah, I wanted to tackle the Northwoods as well. I'm very familiar with the Northwoods where I live. There's kind of this transition between between a lot of farmland and into the Northwoods of like Wisconsin and Minnesota and that kind of area there. So as a kid, I was fortunate enough that my aunt and uncle owned a vacation cabin up in the Minocqua and Woodruff, Wisconsin area, which is about 4.5-5 hours away from me, and I believe only about an hour away from the Canadian border, just to put it in perspective there of how far up there it was. So like I said, I was fortunate enough to vacation there as a kid, have fond memories of that. And what you're seeing on map here on the screen is kind of a little bit of, not a recreation, but just a from memory kind of these little vacation areas out in the middle of nowhere, out in the Northwoods. Basically, yeah, you just have these dirt roads. Sometimes they're paved. If they are paved, they may have been paved maybe 20 years ago with asphalt. It's all falling apart and all that kind of fun stuff. Sometimes you're driving through brush. There was kind of a made trail that has to get cleared every single year as you go into it, whether grasses or trees or bushes kind of grow up over it over the winter time when you're not visiting. So just kind of paint a picture for you how back in there this is. I kind of wanted to recreate that a little bit. So all the houses, we don't have them close together. There's a few patches of areas where houses are close together, but for the most part, there are usually miles between houses, if not like half, whatever. There's a lot of distance between houses. You don't see your neighbors. You might hear your neighbors, might hear a gunshot because there's a lot of hunting up there. So you might hear a crack of a gunshot or of a rifle every so often, and it's like, oh, yep, Bob got some dinner tonight. You see a lot of fishermen. There's a lot of lakes out there, so you see a lot of people fishing and everything like that. So yeah, just kind of wanted to try and get that vibe in Cities Skylines II. Obviously, without the asset editor or custom buildings or anything, we're kind of at the mercy of the buildings that kind of get sprung up there. So not quite the vibe as far as the houses and commercial buildings that we have that I really like. I want that Northwoods rustic vibe. But hey, you know what? I'm kind of having fun with it, and it's just kind of fun to experiment right now while we're waiting for all the mods and all that other stuff for a few months to come in and everything. So speaking of commercial areas, we do have a few pockets of commercial. Just wanted to have where major intersections are. You'd see like a bait shop, maybe a gas station, maybe a little grocery store that has very few things. Just a few little commercial pockets here and there, but nothing crazy, and maybe a little small town. You saw me trying to do some stuff with the tunnel just before and started to do some switchbacks. Made a small little town where we'd have a cluster of maybe some industry and a main like downtown area for all these campers and people who are again in these cabins and everything, but no major population areas or anything like that. So but as we're building right here, really had fun with this. Had the idea to take the terrain tool, the pathing tool, excuse me, and went ahead and built up this mountainside that I built at the beginning of the episode. Wanted this area to feel, again, really rugged, really kind of tucked away. The town that we built is behind, a mountain, so it's really tough to kind of get there and everything. But yeah, I wanted this to kind of feel really separated out from our farmlands and everything, and started going to a kind of mountainous hillside kind of area, and build this trail. We built 2 or 3 trails that kind of wrap around this hillside and everything. Really liked how this started to turn out, trying to turn into a bit of a tourist area and everything. Built a few parks, built a few campgrounds as well around the area to try and attract more people into this area. Also went with the community pool. I think that's a really great addition to the game. Really like putting that out there and everything. So really like how this whole area turned out. So, as we're starting to move forward, perfect timing. There we go. As we move forward, this was my favorite build that I have done so far in this game. Let me go ahead and pull up real quick the user that I took this idea from. So this is the idea for a golf course. That's what we're building here, is a golf course. Is from, I'm going to probably mispronounce their name. I saw this on Reddit from, Jorge Onyx. I'll post their name down in the description below for sure. But I saw this a few weeks back. User posted this from using the Surface tool from the dev tools and everything. So again, if you access your dev tools, you push the home screen, that'll bring up basically like a prop menu. And if you type in surfaces, or I do SURF, surf, that'll bring up your Surface tool and everything. And you can start to, as you can see here, build out some really cool surfaces using the grass tool. So there's 2 grass tools, and one of them is like a manicured grass, and the other one is just like a patch of grass. So as you can see here, it turns out really well for making golf courses. So this is where my second piece of inspiration came in for the day, which is Hot Springs Village, Arkansas. My grandparents live there. I don't think it's a retirement community anymore, but it used to be a ginormous retirement community that was, I think, about the size of Manhattan, if not bigger. Huge area of Arkansas. That kind of very similar to the Minocqua build, where just huge amounts of paved roads everywhere with sparse amounts of houses. Really nice houses. That's the difference. The Minocqua build, that's more like rustic cabin kind of houses. The Hot Springs Village build, this is more based off of really nice houses, kind of millionaire kind of thing, millionaire row kind of thing. So that's the difference there. But anyways, back on track with the golf course. Really had fun detailing this and going off of some real world golf courses down in Hot Springs and everything. And had a lot of fun with the terrain. Decided to build this around the outside of a hillside. Actually, it's more of a mountainside. I found the top of the hill, or the top of the terrain that you can go to. It looks really small in game, but I guess it's a mountain. But anyways, built it around the edge of this hillside here, and kind of came up with some pretty unique vistas and golf course holes and everything like that. So had a lot of fun doing that there and everything. So this is just the first part. As we build the golf course, wanted to incorporate again real world inspiration, where you have a lot of houses butting up against the backside of these courses and just kind of surrounding. These are, I don't know why, I would never personally do it, but a lot of people love to live right on the golf course, right where their houses can get hit by golf balls all the time. I remember talking to one of my grandparents' friends as a kid that lived on the golf course, and they were talking about their insurance rates just being astronomically high. Their roof has to get replaced once, way sooner than anyone else's does, every 10 years or something. Anyways, it's just, it just seems like, that's cool that you get to wake up in the morning and you're on the golf course, but to me, hey, if you have the money, you do you, boo-boo, but man, that would just seem like more of a hassle than anything. If you live on a golf course, I'm interested to hear what's your experience living on a golf course, or do you know someone that lives, on a golf course? Do they have similar stories of, really high insurance rates, or just crazy amounts of golf balls going through windows or ruining roofs and all that? It's just kind of an interesting place to want to live there. But that was the really fun part, is after we complete our 9-hole, it's a 9-hole, by the way, it was really fun making the golf course, but doing another 9 on top of the 9 I already did was going to be I don't know about all that. But anyways, after making the 9-hole here, we start to intertwine a lot of just small roads, big roads that, again, get the house is right up on the golf course and everything, and just by the end of it just looks so cool. I love how this kind of turned out, and I'm trying to think of some more fun ideas that we can do with the surface tool to kind of do some more of these kind of builds, because I really like doing these kind of unique builds. It doesn't matter for gameplay, obviously. No, unfortunately, the Sims at the moment won't use this as a golf course. They don't even recognize it as a quote-unquote golf course or anything like that. It's just for aesthetics and everything. That's what we're doing a lot of in this series. It's just a lot of it's just aesthetics, having fun with it. But yeah, no, it's just still kind of a fun little build there. So and yeah, again, I'd like to do some more fun, maybe aesthetic only ideas, kind of moving forward. So this was my favorite hole to build right here. Notice I was having a little bit of trouble. I had to reload the game because I was messing up the terrain. Yeah, if you do edit the terrain while you use the surface tool, it will manipulate the bit that you draw as well when you do this terrain and everything. I spit that out pretty well. Anyways, this is my favorite hole because you have a big, huge lookout. I'm not sure the height of it. It might be a little bit unrealistic on the scale and everything, but huge lookout as you just drive the ball super far. Speaking of that, I did go on Google Maps and be sure to measure out distance-wise for these holes. A lot of the holes are probably going to be par 5s. they're pretty dang long, but I was kind of realizing I went out really far away from the clubhouse and everything initially. So kind of had to make the holes a little bit longer than I wanted to. No, there might be one par 3, but the rest are par 4s and par 5s. So, but yeah, no, I made sure to distance. There you go. See me distancing out with the path tool, trying to make sure that we kept it within a reasonable, realistic-ish, I will say, distance for these holes and everything. So yeah, no, again, had a ton of fun with this build. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to jump off here, let the rest of the build finish out there. Yeah, the rest of it is just, again, finishing out the hole and everything, getting us back to the clubhouse. For the clubhouse manor, I used the same thing that the Reddit user did. I went ahead and used I think it's the... Oh, my dogs are having a good time barking. I think it was the Rockstar's mansion and under the signature buildings. It looks really good as a kind of clubhouse per se. So I kind of looked around for some other bits to use, but yeah, that was definitely the best one there. So yeah, tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and jump off for the rest of it, but we're going to have a real-time portion where we're just going to kind of take a vitals on the city there. Maybe do some transportation as well. We don't have any mass transportation in our city at all. We need to look at, like police coverage, fire coverage. I just kind of want to take a lay of the land for our county, and especially for Harvard, because that's where a lot of our economic growth and industry growth and everything is. So yeah, we're just going to kind of take a look at that in real time after we're done with the time lapse. Yeah, go ahead and enjoy some funky beats there. And yeah, we'll see you on the other side of the time lapse. welcome to Rockridge Village. Here we are overlooking I believe this is the 4th or 5th hole here in Rockridge Village at our golf course. Don't have an official name for it. If we want to come up with kind of a fun lore name, or otherwise we can just call it the Rockridge Village Golf Course. That seems pretty clean and simple, but sometimes these are named after important quote-unquote people or community members or maybe a past mayor. I don't know, something like that. So if you want to come up with a fun name for the Rockridge Village Golf Course, go ahead and comment your idea down below there. So I just wanted to give a quick look, detailed look that is, at Rockridge Village before we head back into mainly Harvard for the rest of the real time. So like I said, we're going to go ahead and take a look at some of the just how the city is doing and how the city's faring right now. So yeah, and here's our little clubhouse and little practice putting greens and chipping green and everything like that. So yeah, no, I really, like I said, I had a whole lot of fun doing this golf course build there. And I know people are doing also like racetracks and maybe a few other things, but if you have an idea for something a little bit more unique, like a golf course or a racetrack or something else more unique, go ahead and comment that down below. Would love to hear about that. So, but yeah, in Rockridge Village, which also includes, again, this little kind of main downtown square area. It's nothing too big, but a little area for a little cluster of economy there. But in Rockridge Village, we have looks like about 1,300 people living there. Also turned on a bunch of the policies here for the gated community, heavy traffic ban, recycling, speed bumps, so we're keeping all the noise really low, no big traffic coming in there. We have a highway that is going around right here, and then another highway that is connecting back up towards the Harvard area and our eventual downtown and everything, so we'll get going there later on. But yeah, let's go ahead and cruise on over. Here's a little bit more, I don't think I filmed this, but here's a little bit more of Poplar Grove. Similar thing to Rockridge Village there, where this is just more of a concentration of where the people live and maybe a little bit more of a locals downtown area commercial section there, while you also have more of the I'd almost equate this to the tourist downtown. So places like Wisconsin Dells and other tourist areas, Pigeon Forge, other tourist kind of towns. There's always, it seems like, the tourist downtown area where all the tourists tend to go, and then there's like the real downtown where all the people, citizens, locals kind of live, and they kind of stay away from the this main strip. I know Las Vegas is very much so like that as well, where a lot of the locals will stay away from the main strip and kind of go to the locals downtown. Again, here's another little detailed look at our little Northwoods area. A lot of winding trails, dead ends, little houses here and there, nothing too put together or clumped together or anything like that. And hopefully when we get assets and mods in a few months there, go ahead and we'll stick in some more cabin-like structures rather than the default ones. But yeah, I always like this view looking back towards the cornfields. All right, now that I've stopped 2 or 3 times now, let's go ahead and jump over to downtown Harvard, and we'll start clicking on some of the overlays here just to see how everything is kind of going, because we do have some issues to address and some outside connections that we're relying on for infrastructure and other things like that. So let's go ahead and take a look at our traffic first. So traffic overall, we're hovering right around 80% pretty much consistently. I didn't think our traffic was going to be too bad overall. Maybe down here in downtown Harvard a little bit where the train tracks are, you get a little bit of buildup, but other than that, we're not too worried about traffic at the moment. Power, this is one of the things that we do need to address. If you'll see, we are not making any power at the moment. We have enough power because we're trading it, but I would like to turn that around and kind of be our own producer, become sufficient ourselves with power, either in this episode or next. Maybe we should kind of brainstorm power options for the county. In the real county, I believe it is nuclear power that it's nuclear power that we go off of, so we could definitely go off of nuclear power here. The only big downside is the noise pollution is very high, so we would have to build this way on the outskirts of the city, not really near anything. That's not that big a deal. There's definitely ample room to place that. There's also the idea of probably not the hydro. We don't really have a big river or anything like that. We could potentially make one, but don't really want to dam up any of our lakes or rivers that we have right now, so that's not really a big option, I don't believe. But the other one is the geothermal plant. The only thing that you need with that, which is not not that big a deal as a source of underground water. And we do have a lot of that, especially again up in this corner. I keep referencing this corner because we don't have anything at the moment up there. I'm sure that's going to change very much so. But so far, this has kind of become the sparsely populated area. This is going to become more of the densely populated area, I believe, for people and structures. And this is going to kind of be more of the farmland and rural areas. So we might be able to stick our power plant, whatever that is, out there. Personally, I am leaning towards definitely the geothermal plant or the nuclear power plant. But do let me know what you think down below. The gas power is not too bad, and neither is the the advanced coal power plant as well. So those are all good options. Yeah, let's go ahead and brainstorm that below before I go ahead and place that. We're not doing too bad with trading power at the moment, so that's not an immediate rush or anything like that. So next thing up on the list, or actually let's go back to our info panel, water. We are making our own water. I can't remember if I showed this. Oh, I did not, because I didn't show off Stockton. So back here in Stockton, which I did mention in the time lapse, here is the nice little town of Stockton. Have a nice little more ritzy area with, again, nice little, I like putting the houses around a hillside, on the edge of the hillside, and having a little path sneak all the way up to the top of it. Also had a nice little stone monument that was sitting there, so it had the path lead up to that. But on the outskirts of Stockton, went ahead and put the advanced water pumping station. That is definitely meeting our needs at the moment. It's only being used 8%, so this is really, way too much that we need. We're actually losing $95,000 on it, so that's not very economically feasible, but we're actually making a bunch of money selling all of our livestock and everything, so that's offsetting all of the money that we're losing on services and lack of taxes because of lack of people right now. So, but anyways, all that being said, we are covered in the water department, also covered in sewage. I believe we have, if we go to our water and then look for our sewage plant. Yeah, that's our water tower there. I think we have the wastewater treatment plant, but maybe not. We might be trading for sewage as well. Let me go back up here. Let's see. Sewage treatment. We do have sewage somewhere. Oh my gosh, I can't. There it is, way out there. So we do have the wastewater treatment plant just outside of Capron, way outside the city. It does create medium of everything: ground pollution, air pollution, noise pollution. So we do want to keep this a little bit away from people. Sorry, Capron folk. But yeah, no, we can go ahead and upgrade this a little bit. Don't have the advanced filtering system on there. That is, I do. I'm sorry, I do. I didn't realize it was those pods. So I do already have that upgraded a little bit. But yeah, if we go back to our water and sewage, looks like we're doing pretty good. Yeah, water availability is crazy good. Sewage treatment also very, very good. So all good in the water department. Let's go to health coverage. This one, I haven't really checked on this since the recent and kind of last update or last patch that Colossal Order pushed out, and that was supposed to increase the healthcare, education, especially the elementary school. I think the police and fire coverage, everything was supposed to get a big coverage boost. So let's go ahead and check on our healthcare availability and coverage. Looks like everyone's pretty well. Stockton, not so much. We can help Stockton out. So it looks like everyone except for Stockton, so that helps out a whole bunch. Let's go ahead and cruise on down to Stockton. We'll go to our healthcare. I'm going to hit I because I don't like being in that I. There we go. Don't like being in that menu. We'll just put down a nice little medical clinic. Where can we squeeze this in? Let's go ahead and kind of near the downtown, if we can get it right in this little alleyway section. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do it right there because we're not going to really need to upgrade it that much just for Stockton. We might be able to later do some more ambulances maybe, but the patients will never need to do that, I don't think. How's our elementary school doing? About halfway full. We could always put on the addition for there, but we don't really need to. We'll go and keep an eye on that. But anyways, we were checking on medical. So that covers our medical there. Good stuff. We just, no, we did not check our garbage. So that is another one, garbage. That is another one that we are exporting all of our garbage, either by, I believe it's cargo ship. No, we don't have a cargo ship yet. Anyways, we're exporting all of our garbage, which we're paying for that. If we go to our economy here, what is it? Services, I believe. Oh, it doesn't tell me there, but I do know that somewhere we are having to pay for the export of our garbage services. So that is something that we can probably take care of right here, right now. Let's look at what we have. So we obviously have the landfill. Would like to stay away from that, but that might be an option. let's see, we have the incineration plant, which again, that is what it is. Recycling center, it's not going to take care of all of our issues for garbage. It will take care of a portion and help out a lot, though, so that is pretty much something that we will definitely build. And the industrial waste processing site, which is a boatload of money, we can't afford it. A specialized facility for collecting and handling the most hazardous and toxic waste products that result from industrial production. As these dangerous substances are collected away, the ground pollution produced by all industrial buildings is lowered. Oh, very nice. Okay, I've seen people ask this in different Discords. Is there a way to get rid of the ground pollution and the water pollution? I think that answered the ground pollution, at least. It'll start to reduce down the, it says right there, negative 15% industrial ground pollution citywide. Wow, that's the entire city, or in our case, the entire county. You know what? That's going to be worth the money invested right now, and that'll take care of everything. So we're actually going to put that. Oh, look, we even have a ring of influence. The ring of influence. Let's put that down out here next to our wastewater management plant. This is kind of the... take care of all the stuff we don't... Oh, I just put the wrong thing, didn't I? Yep, that's the landfill. Sorry. All right, let's try that one more time. And break. There we go. So that is our big guy right there. Let's go ahead and put you out there. There we go. So, yep, all of our poopy doopies are being dealt with out here. So let's go ahead and take a look at this thing. So, okay, so there's no add-ons to it or anything. It is what it is. And oh man, I didn't even check this out. Everything is high. Holy cow. Well, look at this. 250 vehicles that we can use for the region. We are going to be covered forever. I'm going to speed up the time. We'll start to see, yeah, look at them all coming out. Our little army of garbage trucks marching their way throughout the county, throughout the region to pick up the trash. So yeah, we're using a whopping seven of them, and we're spending $450,000 a month on that. So all right, well, that's gonna eventually even itself out as far as cost goes, but again, like, I've found that even though we're spending a lot of money on all these services and not bringing in all the tax money or anything, or all of the income, if you look at this, it's obviously disproportionate. We do make a lot of money from our farms. I think we're shipping out so much livestock to everywhere that we're just really able to just kind of offset our balance or our budget with that. So yeah, I just always see our money usually going up. Now with these two new things that we built, especially this last one being almost $500,000 a month and everything, that might switch things up a little bit. We'll have to keep an eye on that. But as of now, hey, no big deal, right? So cool. Hey, let's go ahead and move on. Speaking of, our very next thing, very ironically, is fire and rescue. I do know that it is very well covered, even though we do have a fire every so often. Yeah, fire is very well covered. It's pretty easy to cover fire, I believe. You don't really need too many fire stations or houses. I think we have four for the area. We have one down here in King's Cross in the middle of all the fields, one in the middle of Harvard, one at Davis, or at Lena, and then one out in the Rockridge Village, which Rockridge Village gets its own fire and police and all that kind of fun stuff. So cool. So fire is good. Disaster control, not really worried about that right now. I don't really care about that part of the game at the moment. Maybe when we start, because we are going to start our actual gameplay version of this, where we play with actually worrying about money all the time and milestones and all that. Maybe we'll worry about disasters then, but at the moment I couldn't be bothered. Police, we currently have 2 people in jail. We have a 4% chance of crime probability. Yeah, we are extremely covered for police. So boom, very safe place to live. Next one up is going to be administration. Don't have anything for administration yet. Could add some stuff down here in Harvard, maybe 1 or 2 things. I was figuring a lot of the administration though was going to be in the downtown area. So schooling, education, this is the one I'm kind of really interested in. So it looks like we are pretty well covered as far as capacity goes, but as far as coverage goes, everywhere except for Rockridge Village is covered, which we definitely need to have a very posh, very nice elementary school out here. So let's go ahead and do that now. I see probably a good area is right here. I like that right there. Or maybe if we can sneak one in inside the actual village part. to kind of define, so you can see what I'm seeing, define where the actual quote-unquote village is, I define it by going right up in this area from this intersection all the way down through like this intersection, maybe cut across here up to here. So you kind of cover this giant, actually I think I have the section. So yeah, I have the Rockridge Village section a little bit bigger than what I just described, but again, I wanted to include this little subdivision down that way. Anyways, that being said, I think the best area, let's get our elementary school out, hit I. Can we fit this right in here? You know what, that's a pretty dang good fit. Yeah, I do like that. Let's build a little section right here. So we're gonna have from right here at this intersection, turn on our BAM, turn off our that, and that. I usually turn off, yeah, the snap to guidelines, the zone grid, and the cell length. I usually take those off when I'm trying just to free build just a little bit. They are good to have on for certain aspects, but when you're trying to line up a straight 90 without it bouncing all over the place, I find that's pretty good. So we're gonna go from intersection to intersection here. There we go, nice little rounded bit. Might work out, we might need to straighten that out just a little bit. You know, let's take off the snapping, hit I. So yeah, we'll take off snapping, then it won't snap to the road. We'll still have that little curve bit there. We're gonna use some of the surface tools to have some fun here. Bam, let's go ahead and build that right there. A little bit of terrain change, not enough to really tiff me that much, so that's not a big deal. Let's hit home, type in surface. We'll go to our pavement surface. I think it's number 1 is the one that we're looking for. Well, you know what we could do? We don't even need to really full on do what I was about to do. We can just drag the surface of, here we go, the school out. Same thing over here, drag that out. I just want this to meet up over there. Perfect. Same thing with the grass. Let's go ahead and have the grass extend out that way, extend out that way, just making it purdy, right? Making it purdy-fine. Oops, missed there, gotta grab the corner just right. There we go, corner, very nice. That's good enough. Same thing down here. Excellent. Okay, and then another thing I like to do is let's grab another alleyway, sneak an alleyway right on the side of the building. Oh, that's a good cross right there. Bring this just about up to touching, but now we're not gonna touch there, and then pull out a parking lot. Let's throw a parking lot in the back here. Right about, well, that's pretty good. Pretty good, we'll do the smaller one. There we go. And then let's do our upgrades. We'll put the medical clinic, let's put it right by the parking lot, and then the playground right in between there. Pull out our alleyway one more time. I think we can sneak the alleyway just past this. Yep, sure can. And we'll do a little cul-de-sac to finish it off. There you go, cool. You know, we can almost put another parking lot there. Again, this isn't really like for usability's sake. You wouldn't need this many over here. No one's, in the game at least, gonna be coming over here. Oh, you know, and I don't really want a parking lot right there. We're gonna build a park. Just a park, not a parking lot. But anyways, all these parking lots are just an aesthetic thing for the game. But yeah, let's build a few little trails through here. We have a little section that we can do that. Let's turn off a lot of our snapping there so we can get more of a free-form thing going on. I like joining in the corners right there of intersections. There you go. So there you go. Just kind of pretties it up a little bit. There's our elementary school for the Rockridge area. Let's see, did that cover that? Yeah, that did. That covered enough. That covered definitely enough. We have some upgrades already happening. Very nice. All right, so elementary school coverage is good to go. Unfortunately, that's really the only one we need to worry about because our citizens stay in elementary school for so long that I hardly see anyone use the college or the high schools that we've built there. So next up, let's see, which ones do we really want to look at? Post office could be better. Definitely could be better. Let's go ahead and I know I skipped one. I did that on purpose. I skipped mass transportation on purpose because we're going to address that specifically in this episode. Let's go to communications. We do have a post office in Harvard already built. There it is. Oh, I'm sorry. Nope, there it is right there in the corner over there. But so let's go ahead and we're just going to put down a few mailboxes. I actually do need that screen up. There we go. Just a few mailboxes in populated areas, because these mailboxes, they really cover a good area. That covered just about that whole area right there. We'll do one mailbox over here for this little community. These guys throughout here, yeah, we'll put one through there, and then maybe another one right there. There you go, and then maybe one in the middle of the mountains. So pretty much just the middle people here. You know what? Bam, there you go. Now everyone has some. We'll put one over there along the main route. There along the main route, right in the middle of town. Bada boom, bada boom. Into Rockridge Village proper, we'll have a few. This is actually up here on the ridge is our little commercial section for Rockridge Village. So we'll plop a mailbox right there in the middle. Maybe one off of the golf course way. And yeah, we'll leave that one alone because we're going to put one probably over that way. Other than that, Stockton is actually covered. That's surprising. Looks good. Good job. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and move on. Next one is the telecom. Pretty sure that's all. Yeah, we're very good on that. That's an easy one to cover. Leisure. Overall, looking pretty good. There's maybe a few areas on the outskirts of Harvard here that we could plop down a few more parks. Probably specifically, let's see actually, what would look good out here? Probably a few more dog parks. I don't know, dog parks and suburbia just kind of go hand in hand, don't they? So there you go, but the coverage area of the dog parks is not very significant is the only downside, but that's not a big deal. There we go, and then a regular park over there, looking good. This little area over here, because of all the curviness, they don't really have too much access to other areas. Let's, there you go, put a park out there for them, right in the middle of the neighborhood. Where else? Yep, same thing over here. They're getting a little bit on the outskirts. We'll put a large park. I think we can sneak in a large city park. It kind of look nice right here at the corner here. We're going to take out a few houses, sorry about it, but there you go, nice large city park covering all of Chemung. Very good. This area out here is pretty well covered by a campsite that I built. We could add in another, let's do a playground for outskirts of Poplar Grove. That'll cover everything. Yeah, pretty much. And how's the village? We could add one more in the village. Let's have a park that'll fit in really well with the wooded area here. There you go. And I think that's going to go ahead and wrap up that section. Yep, pretty satisfied with that. All right, next up, tourism. I've never really looked at the tourism thing. I don't know if we have many tourist things going on. I guess we do, actually. Never mind. Everyone is like, yo, have you all heard of Harvard's high school and community pool? You have got to go check out this community pool. Because also, here it is. I really like how they also highlight hotels. This isn't something that I built. I just zoned for commercial. But I really like how they're able to look at all these people hanging out at the hotel. This little Sleepy's on Dean Street hotel. We're at a 4 to 5 level. We just need a few more people, like 10 more people working here. But I just loved seeing it that they sell lodging, and we have our little hotel on the side. I've tried to get more of these to grow. Not really sure the rhyme or reason. Probably the more. Let's go back to that tourism thing. There's probably a spike in tourism over here. There's not really. No, there's really not. Maybe over that way. So I'm not really sure the rhyme or reason as to why certain commercial buildings will become motels and hotels. I've seen it in my other city I'm building, which is just kind of my offshoot, do whatever I want to kind of city. In the downtown area, if I build it near, tourist kind of structures, you get the hotels and motels. But it's really kind of cool there. I like looking at the tourism thing. Then other than that, a lot of these are just general. We don't really. You don't see the citizen wealth. People are overall pretty wealthy. So that's good to see, right? We're pretty wealthy. Taxes are, I think the taxes are kind of low. We might need to actually boost those up a little bit. Yeah, we're going to go back up to the 13% for them, 13% for everybody, and watch our office demand go down. But cool. I like the overview. We're looking pretty good. But as I mentioned, I want to wrap up the episode by installing a bus system for the region. And I'm going to need y'all's help to keep me honest with this thing, because I usually end up starting a bus route, or actually any mass transit project. I'll start it, and then as I get building the city, just totally forget to expand them until it's like, why do I have so much traffic? I know I have a bus. Oh, I didn't expand the bus route for like, in-game years kind of thing, and now our population went from whatever to 100,000. So yeah, you got to keep me honest with the bus route and the eventual subways and all that kind of thing, because I'll definitely forget about them, forget to expand them as we keep expanding the different neighborhoods and towns and everything. So that all being said, let's go ahead and we're going to do a bus route today. So we'll start with a bus depot for Harvard. Don't really need a bus station. Did a little pre-scouting. I was really wanting to get this in the downtown area. However, downtown Harvard is pretty dang filled up at the moment. I didn't want to take out too many neighborhoods or streets or anything like the layout of it, so that is pretty filled up. But if we go on the outskirts just a little bit over by our factory and where it starts to turn into farms, I do like this area right there. So we're going to go ahead and put our bus depot right there, just away from the neighborhoods a little bit. You have a lot of trees, so I'm assuming maybe that's some sound buffer and everything, because that is the only thing we have to worry about with the bus station, is that it does produce medium noise pollution. So we do have a few upgrades for the bus station. We do have the electric buses, which is going to help our, I'm sure, noise pollution and air pollution and stuff. And then also extra garage for more buses. We're going to go ahead and plop that down right away, because with my pre-scouting, I do know that we are going to need that right away for our bus routes. So there we go. So now we're going to have 35 vehicles potentially in use. Nice. So let's go ahead and, we're going to go ahead and make not only a Harvard city proper bus route. I think we'll have maybe 2 or 3 routes in Harvard, maybe an east route and then a west route where they both meet up in the middle. I'd also like to do some multi-city routes. So maybe one going from like Stockton up to King's Cross into Harvard, Mount Morris into Leaf River into Harvard, Lena, Davis Junction, and yada, yada, yada. You kind of see where I'm getting at here. What did I do over here? For Y... Oh, I'd put the... Let's fix that real quick. I put that in a bad spot. Mailbox right there. There you go. Okay. Oh, you know what? We're losing so much money now that I put that down. I have to cheat a little bit. I don't like doing this, but this is the series where I can cheat like that a little bit. But putting down that sewage plant, that really screwed everything up. But anyways, let's go back. I'm all over the place. Let's go back and put down some bus stops, some bus signs here. So yeah, let's start with our East Harvard bus route. And I want to get this kind of focused on our education center over here, since people are having a hard time getting to the schools and everything like that. But yeah, let's have a bus route start. We'll have it go start there, then dip into the neighborhood. I never know how far to really put these. If you base it on the stars, apparently half the city can get to this bus stop really easily. But for me, I'd want them to be a little bit closer. So do every few blocks, I guess. We're going to go here. Let's have it snake up over towards our elementary school. Very nice. From there, let's see, we have our outskirts kind of covered. Let's have it come back into the middle before turning up this kind of main road here towards downtown. We'll have it stop near the park and the police station. And then, yeah, we'll have it come right down to downtown. Not going to put it right on this main road. Let's have it kind of come off to the side here, so we're not blocking a bunch of traffic. So there you go. There's our downtown stop, and then it can, see, stop there, stop there. We need to get back here. Yeah, and then we'll have it come one more stop over this way, a little bit close to that stop, but you know what? That's not a big deal. And then finish there. Cool. All right, let's go ahead and make it right away, because I will forget that. So we're going to start here. Go there, go there, go there. Through our downtown and back over that way. Oh yeah, it does crisscross itself. That's okay. And finally, boom! There you go. All right, so there's our first line. That's going to cover what I'm going to call East Harvard. Next, let's go ahead and cover West Harvard. We'll have the line start here, just outside the downtown area. So then they'll have to cross the track. Yeah, I don't want the buses to have to cross the tracks that much either between the east and west area. There is the bridge that goes over top here, but this does, I've noticed, get really busy with just a few cars going in and out of there. So let's keep the buses out of that area, but just close enough where it does affect the downtown. So we'll go there. We do have another little education district over here with our elementary school and college, so we'll stop there. Oh, cool, yeah, we just kind of naturally go through this area here. So we'll kind of go, boom, there you go. Pop back out over this way. Don't block the intersections too much. I found I've been bad at that in past. Then we'll come down through our little, where is the office park? I think this is it here. Yeah, the office park is right here. Our bus station's there. So we'll go ahead and drop off right there. I do want to build some more office parks because we do have a little bit of demand for offices. So we do need to do that in the future, build some more office parks. We'll come back up our main strip here with all the commercial and where our motel is. We'll actually put a bus stop right across the street from the motel. Back up the highway a little bit more, right next to our big business, our big industry. And then finally, yeah, we may as well just kind of wrap it up right there. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and make a new line. We'll color this one. Let's do a bright green. All right, go boom, boom. Ooh, interesting. I thought it would... Oh, is it? Yeah, I thought it would pull off, but it goes across the bridge. That almost makes me just want to finish the stop there, but you know what? No, we'll finish it right there. Interesting. Okay, cool. So there's our two routes for Harvard proper. Yeah, let's go ahead now and make some routes for our outskirts cities that lead into Harvard, where our passenger train station is and everything like that. There's also the option, we probably should do this, to do some inter-county, I guess you'd say, or intercity outside connections as well. So we'll have to look into that as well. So let's go ahead and plop down probably just maybe the one station down here. See, look, stars everywhere. So that's good, right? Nope, we'll place one more out there because I didn't see any stars out there. So star, and then another stop here. I mean, I can't imagine King's Cross is going to need more than one station. And then that could hook up with that station there and then come back. Because if they want to, they can probably transfer lines, I would imagine, right? So they could transfer from this little station or this little line here to the Harvard East station, which can get them downtown, which can get them on the train station. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, let's color this line kind of a yellow. And we will start down in Stockton, up to King's Cross, up to Harvard East, back to just finishing. There we go. Yeah, all right. So we'll do that one. Next up, let's do from Mount Morris, which I think we'll just need the one. Yeah, definitely. Mount Morris to, let's do the middle of the residential of Leaf River. And also, I know there's stars up here, but also let's drop off on the main commercial strip. That's a very big area. And then we'll finally have it hook up with the downtown Harvard one there. Cool. That was the yellow line. Let's go ahead and switch this over to like the orange line. Yeah, it's a little bit that much. Orange line. There we go. So again, we're going from Mount Morris, Leaf River, suburbs, Leaf River, downtown, out to Harvard, downtown, back to Mount Morris. Very nice. Next up, let's do from, I'd say David, or excuse me, where's Lena? There's Lena. So Lena and Davis Junction are a little bit far away from each other, so I don't know if I can really do what I just did with Mount Morris and Leaf River, because it would be, you know what? Yeah, no, yes, no. They're gonna be two separate ones. So Lena's gonna have, let's go ahead and place a bus stop right there. That should cover, yep, it covers pretty much everybody. And that will just go from there to there. Then Davis Junction, kind of same thing. We're going to put the bus stop right down. You know, let's do it in their downtown area. Right there. And we'll just have a hookup there. So those are easy enough. Let's make those. New line color. This is going to be red. Red is going to be for, I know I haven't named any of these yet. I'll probably do that off camera. Let's go from Lena up to the office park drop off of West Harvard back to Lena. There's a fun little bus route, and then another bus route where we ran out of colors that way. Let's do kind of a pink from Davis Junction. Let's see, over to, you know, we're going to do this, the west bus stop. Oh, it's going across the tracks. Not a big fan of that. I don't want to overload bus stops, though, because you're going to have too many buses going on one bus thing, and then it's I won't ever be able to get in. And finally, let's see. Ooh, you know what? We have this whole area, Poplar Grove. You almost can make a loop around here, but the bus would have to go up into the mountains and everything. That's not a big deal. Yeah, let's do from Poplar Grove to Lena. One bus station should be fine. Just have to find it where it works right there. Yep, that covers a good amount. We'll actually put one more down this way. So bam, bam, and then up to Lena. They can get off the Lena bus. Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and edit the route that I just did. The Poplar Grove one. Or, I'm sorry, the Lena one. And we'll just have that be a big loop right here. Maybe even just from Rockridge. Ooh, that's even better, isn't it? Okay. Ideas are flowing. This is the part where I didn't plan ahead. The other parts I did. This one I didn't. We're going to start one there. And you know what? We will have a bus like there. It's not going to cover all of the village, I don't believe. And then, yeah, actually, one there. All right, so we have a few things going on. Let's go to our routes. This button here, Transportation Overview, or Public. Let's look at our bus route. There it is. The red one is Lena. Let's go ahead and delete that for now. I did see I messed up one of the bus stops. Yep, messed this one up. Here we go. Okay, and then let's make a new kind of bigger mega route. So this is going to be our new red route. We can red route. There we go, red route. And that's going to go from, yeah, I do like the big idea. We're going to go from there to there to there. Oops, that is on the wrong side of the road. There you go. I don't imagine that's going to auto fix itself. Sure isn't, my friends. Sure is not. No big deal. All right, there we go. From there to there, down to the main strip, over to Lena, and then from Lena to Harvard, and all the way back. There we go. All right, so that is kind of an outskirts route covering all those towns. And then we're going to make another new one, which is the pink route for Rockridge Village, starting here, going out to here, going back to the school, and doing that. All right, so that's just a Rockridge route in itself, and then we're going to do a purple route, which is going to go from, dang it, we're going to have to delete the red one again. Because I actually want to do, or can I edit the red one? No, let's just go ahead and, no vehicles. Yeah, we're going to need some more vehicles. Real quick, going to redo the red line one last time. We're going to have it start actually by the school. So, all right, last time doing this, and then I'm going to feel pretty good about our bus routes for the entire region at the moment. So this is going to be, again, the red route. Red route. I can't get that out of my head. Red, going up there, to there, to there. Look at all the taxis. Oh my gosh. People, I've seen screenshots on Reddit of people's train stations and bus stations and you name it. They're just completely overrun by taxis, which is just crazy. So awesome. Cool. There we go. So we have, I believe, our entire area covered in bus routes. And already with just that little bit of time, we already have 32% covered with our blue line, which I think is our east. I'm going to have to go back through and name these. But yeah, we're already getting some really good usage, speed up the time a little bit of our bus routes. Hope to see that keep going up and we'll get some cars off the road. Again, we didn't really have that big of a car issue or anything like that, but a lot of this is going to do is, I'm sure a lot of people have been wanting to get to our downtown Harvard train station and everything. Look at all these cars parked out in there and everything. But yeah, a lot of people wanting to get down there to use the train station. That's where they're traveling to. I was looking at it before the episode. And yeah, a lot of people are trying to get there to travel to other towns and everything. So hopefully the bus routes, the more connectivity of the buses will kind of help out, get people to their destinations. Let's see how many people are waiting currently at the train station. So you have 11. I've seen that number get way up there to like 150, 200. I'm sure that's not too much, but yeah, no, I've seen it definitely get way up there. So pretty cool to see our buses already kind of going out and about and everything. Let's go ahead and you can follow a bus as we kind of do our outro here. So yeah, hey, that was a great episode. Really, like I said numerous times, really had a lot of fun doing the golf course. Really want to do some more just kind of ideas like that, some more unique ideas. So if you do have ideas for that, go ahead and comment them down below. Also had fun doing the Northwoods build, adding in some of our like cabins and rustic getaways for some of our city folk. That's what I kind of pictured as the city folk kind of going out into the rural countryside or the Northwoods area, and roughing it up for a weekend during the summer or something like that. So, both really fun builds. In the next episode, probably going to start to get into a bit more of suburbia. We're going to, get away from the farms a little bit more. Might start to do more of that west side or Rockridge villages and do more things like that. But yeah, really want to start to think about getting into the suburbia section of our main big city. Because yeah, we are rapidly approaching the coastline, which is again where the big downtown area is going to be. So yeah, hopefully suburbia is the talk of the town next episode and everything. So hey, if you've made it this far, please don't forget to hit that like button. It does really help out the video, get more traction and everything, especially with us playing a new game on the channel here. Cities Skylines 2 does help out, get some more eyeballs on everything there. And also don't forget to comment down below anything else you want to talk about with the video and everything. Always do appreciate that. So hey, yeah, appreciate you all as always for hanging out and checking out the video. And yeah, until the next one, y'all have a good one.